Ticket Weeknights. Here are your hosts, Kobe Webster and CJ Wiltshire, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Food before I came over there.
Okay.
Good, you know.
Okay.
You look, DP, you gonna see this and be like, ooh.
No, we working on some stuff for y'all.
For sure. What's good, everybody? We
good?
back, man.
Troublemaker.
What's good?
93.
Troublemaker. Problem.
GP.
PRAHLUM.
G-Mac.
Problem.
G-Mac.
Look, if they don't know by now that we are not here for the nonsense, and I'm not
Let's
trying
keep
to set nobody up, right? Like I'm not.
We gotta be careful.
Well, this is family, so.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, you know, I ain't trying to put no.
No, we weren't
Bad,
trying to badmouth anybody, and we were talking about it. We in a moment we said, listen, there's some stuff we trying to work on.
That was it.
That's it. It's we greater than me. We understand it. We stick to that. We true.
Sure.
It's about everybody and the whole thing, and people's frustration shows up in different ways. Like there's a fan base that they'll show up and be loyal for you guys, because they care.
Mm-hmm.
So if you asking fans to, come out and when it's 0 degrees, when it's 0 degrees in Nebraska, and come hang out, they're going to want to know what's going on. And I didn't even take it as a slight. There was one listener that was like, "Oh, that was cold-blooded." I was like, dude, that's just basketball talk.
Yeah, but sometimes, like, no disrespect, sometimes you can't talk basketball to people that don't know basketball.
Yeah. That's the thing, and I say to people all the time, the things that are going on within the program, there's family business, then there's public business, and I kind of knew folks were just like, "Oh, Kobe on fire right now," because it makes it easy for them to go and talk about the basketball program in a way they want to talk about it, rather than them saying, you know what, dude cares about this squad. Mm-hmm. Like he cares about winning, which is what every fan should want to hear their dude say. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm frustrated, we care, we gonna keep working. Mm-hmm. And that's not a slight to anybody. Mm-hmm. That's not the intent. So when we have discussions, and I've had these same discussions with Buzzy, I've had these same discussions with Matt Abdelmasi, I've had these with Luca, that fans are going to be fans. Players, because they care about y'all, like they feel like they know y'all now.
Here, DP.
It needs to be.
It's cold outside.
It needs the ventilation here. What you want is you want this bowl. Okay. This is a room where too many dudes spend too many hours doing dude stuff. It is not pleasant. It is not pleasant. Like, we have to wipe and clean everything after every show just to make it like palatable for human beings. So I'll ask the question first: how y'all doing? Because
it's been a minute, man.
Right? Like it's been busy. You guys have been on the road. And of course, Saturday's game gets postponed.
Right.
So all the things that people want to talk about on a regular basis about this program, it's crazy to me that you guys aren't seriously crazy mad right now. And I get the frustration because everybody wants to win, but it's not happening. So what's your message to fans about your season? CJ, like, it's funny because your face can't lie. Mm-hmm. And when you're on the floor, we can see you processing. Yeah. What's the season been like for you?
I mean, there's two ways to look at it. You know what I mean? Is a glass half empty, a glass half full, honestly. I mean, we've competed. Like, we've all seen, like, us compete with top 10 teams in the country, top 15 teams in the country.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I mean, granted, we didn't get the win. And that's what we played the game for. But you see glimpses of what we are capable of. You know what I mean? I just think we got to find a way to keep it clicking that way. You know what I mean? Just throughout a whole game, all 40 minutes. You know what I mean? Just be able to have that level of play, the level of intensity, the how locked in we are. Like in those games, we could reference to like how locked in we were in leading up to the games. You know what I mean? And which led to those close games against Michigan State and Ohio State, etc. So I'm trying to process it that way because, you know what I mean, negativity serves me none, so I can't really be negative. But also too, you have to be real. And I know what you was about to say. You got to be real as well. But like, I kind of like I try to control what I can control. You know what I mean, to the best of my ability.
But that's maturity coming out.
Yeah.
Right, that's maturity coming out. And I don't think any fan, booster, whatever, would ask you to be disingenuous. Like, and nobody wants you to be fake. Like, no, I don't want that for you.
Mm-hmm.
What we want for you is for you to find some joy in this. And it's hard. It's hard to coach when it ain't going right. It's hard to play when it's not going right. But most importantly, it's hard to practice when it's not going right.
Yeah.
But you have adjusted your game several different ways from game one to now. Mm-hmm. Like, I can see you moving differently. Mm-hmm. I'll ask you a question. You can give me an honest answer. You can give me the PC answer. I'm cool with it either way. Do you have a preference between coming off the bench or starting?
That don't matter to me.
Right? So we get that in the space.
Yeah.
That there's no reason for anybody to feel any sort of way about how y'all are.
Yeah, no, I don't.
How y'all are doing it. You think that you guys are close. Like, you can see 4 games where you're a free throw or a stop away. Yeah. Now, what's the in your thinking? What gets you over the obstacles that you face on a game-to-game basis? How are you getting through?
Staying positive. Like I said, like controlling what I can control. I mean, because that's all I really can do. I can't like have anybody coach the way I would like thing to be coached, or have one of my teammates play or make a play the way I would want them to make a play. So I just have to, I just have to take advantage of my opportunities when I'm giving them. You know
is there a thing that you personally want to get better at pretty quickly? Like, what's the thing you go to the gym and go, you know what, I need to work on this today?
Shoot. Right now, when I go to the gym, it's more so like staying in tune and staying locked in on things that I do really well at this point. You know what I mean? Or the best things that I bring to the table is, and then of course, like always, growing my game. So I go in the gym and just focus on being locked in. You know what I mean? Whatever the drill is, I'm always working out with somebody. So I'll work out with Hallis or Coach Nate, or you know what I mean, whoever it is, and they'll put me through a workout. I'll just lock into whatever they put me through.
Spots on the floor where you feel more comfortable. You feel like you can get your 3-level score, so you feel like you're good. Yeah. Mid-range game at the rim.
I mean, I get a lot of mid-range shots up. You know what I mean? Because that's where I start at. You know what I mean? I don't start shooting threes all the time. You know what I mean? Like, I start off.
Is that your thinking when they look down the bench and the question that they have, the answer they're looking for, when they say it's CJ, you go in. Is it mission based? Like, do they tell you, hey, CJ, I need you on the board, or CJ, hey, get us into something? Because I've heard that said to Kobe.
No.
To you, what's the thing you think about when you're at the scores table, the horn sounds? What's the work you have to put in first?
Well, first I just focus on bringing energy, whether that's just talking and being in the right spots or boxing out, like making a play on defensive end or something like that. I started with that, and then of course, like, everything else will gravitate in my direction. What I do best is going to happen because that's what I do best. You know what I mean? So I just try to like flow into that, bring energy. I start off bringing in energy, talking, and then the offensive side will take care of itself. So
when you hit the floor, how much thought is given to the defensive side of the ball for you? Is it the guy that you're going to lock up against? Is it what you guys are doing collectively, what they're doing against you?
I think it's more so I lock in on what the scout is.
Okay.
And being in the right spots when we have to guard certain dudes. Because, like, most of the time, like in the Big Ten, a lot of teams' best players are the bigs. So I don't necessarily have to guard like their fives 1-on-1. I guard some fours and stuff like that. I guard fours and threes and stuff like that. I switch all into guards, but I'm not guarding a five because usually their team's best player. So I had to make sure I'm in the right spots for when he tries to make a move, I'm there. Or you know what I mean? If I'm in a different position, stopping open threes, like kick out threes and stuff like that. So I think I like him more to the scout.
How much mental time do you put into your defensive work, or what in a team are you looking at the opponent before the coach scouts before you guys get into your scout team stuff? Or
I mean, I stay in tune with like college basketball, so like I watch teams we play a lot.
And you know a lot of the dudes in the Big
like,
Ten that you're facing.
You
done eating? Okay, well we can bring it. Let's bring in Kobe. No. I had to let you eat. It smelled good, so I'm like, I ain't gonna interrupt.
I was just chilling. I was letting CJ, do his little thing.
Well, no, to get on the roll. I mean, like that's a big part of it. That you guys know the guys you're playing against.
Yeah, that's what I was about to
there are
say.
no secrets now.
Yeah.
Right now, it's just execution. Like we really could take the season and say, Nebraska gets over the hump when they execute the small things that come to play, right? Pretty simple, right? There's an understanding of what that stuff is. You guys you've done it before. You put in all the work. It's not like there's they're asking you to do something on game day that you haven't done 100 times in practice that week already.
Yeah.
So through all of that, do you think about, man, this is Big Ten basketball? Like, does it ever broach your mind that this is Big Ten basketball?
Yeah.
Like, this is deep.
Yeah.
And the grind that you guys are in, there are no nights off, man.
Yeah, never.
Never.
No opponent is
Never.
Never.
Do you guys do you know who you are now? Like, do you know where CJ is going to be on a certain place and time? Do you know the things that CJ is saying to you in the short verbiage he throws at you? Because there's game talk, right?
Yeah, no.
There are words that he uses just in games alone, just to get the message. Instead of saying 15 things, he can say one thing and get you to the right place on time. Is that team-wide? Because you guys communicate on a different level than everybody else. Is the team at the level that you guys are?
In terms of the community,
and how they communicate within game space, does everybody communicate in the same verbiage? Everybody understands what everybody's saying?
No.
Okay.
No.
Right. So I mean, and the rotations have been different. And Kobe got the look on his face. That's a little thing. No, that's a little thing. That's a little thing, right? Like he over here grinning.
I was looking at my food grinning.
Like it's as CJ said, it's a little thing that's like keeping you from getting over the hump, right? Yeah. And some of it you control, some of it you don't. Like nobody goes to the free throw line and misses a free throw. Nobody misses an assignment on purpose. So all you're doing now is filling gaps. And the quicker you get to filling those gaps, the easier this is going to be along the way. Right. Your opponents ain't going to change.
Nope.
So what do you say? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over expecting different results. If Kobe's in the game and you're checking the table, I got you. You all right. You go to the table. Are you a pass first quarterback? Are you a score first quarterback? Are you a defend first quarterback? What is it that in your mind, what do you think when you go to the table? Okay, I got
to answer that.
Please do.
Well, I feel like Kobe is a right play. So if it's a shot, if it's a pass,
a winning quarterback. Whatever I gotta do to win.
Right, but that's
because sometimes
that's literally the right answer. Like I don't know how anybody could be mad at that answer.
I don't think he tried to jack it or like overpass. I think it's kind of like a read thing.
I mean, there are rules of engagement in this offense.
It's just
like there are rules for this.
Yeah. If I know he done hit 2 threes, he probably should get the next shot.
Pretty simple.
Not? If Derek has gotten 2 post-ups and he's 2 for 2 or he's got that first foul on the big, he should probably get the next touch. That's how I look at it. And if going into the game, and I said this the other day, Like I get a chance to observe and see the vibe, see the energy, the pace, whatever it is from both teams. And so if I'm looking at our pace on offense and like, oh, we look like we moving a little slow, or we look like we're a little sped up, I'm gonna go in and counter that and try to get things back under control if need be.
Is that a verbal thing or is that an action thing? Like, do you set the tone verbally first? When the moment you hit the floor, they look over, they see it's you.
Yeah,
Right.
I think first, I mean, because usually coming out of timeout or substitution, like we get a chance to have a short huddle, and so I go in um and a lot of times the guys that's on the floor already have the same, thoughts going through their head. So when we talk, it's really just confirming, okay, we need to slow down. We gotta box out. We need to move the ball with a faster pace. We need to cut with more pace. We need to so a lot of times it's really already there, but I think when you put it in the air verbally, it makes it okay. Bet we're gonna do that. We're gonna do this. We're gonna whatever. So and then it turns into action.
Is there a way in Big Ten basketball for the grind not to wear down all 12 guys in the rotation? Right? Do you guys count minutes? Do you care about the minutes on the floor? Is it
Nah, we all hoopers, bro. We want to be out there.
Yeah.
So if you gotta play 40 minutes, you gotta play 40 minutes. You better go get in the ice tub after. and the thing if you look at it, it's like ain't no ain't none of our opponents complaining about minute. I mean, they might be, but you
can't
know.
tell. Shoot.
Yeah, you don't know. So it's like
everybody? See, that's the thing about Big Ten basketball. Everybody's going through the grind.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like
so
everybody, like nobody wants to go.
It ain't just you, your knee hurting, or you got need, or you fail, whatever. Like, yeah, it's 13 other teams that's going through the same exact thing.
It's the grind. What do you guys pay attention to social media and what is said and about this team? Do you pay attention?
No, I don't.
Right? But I think it's a big part of it, right? Just tell people.
Yeah.
There are people who make a noise who have no idea what you guys go through on a day-to-day basis.
And a lot of it is anonymous pages.
Mm.
So like those are the ones that not really even. You know what I mean? Because like I said earlier, like, what are you going to pay attention to people that probably never even played basketball?
Yeah.
And I mean that in the utmost respectful way. Like, people talking bad about certain players or coaches and anything, but don't know what it takes or don't know what it's like day in, day out as being let alone an athlete, but a student athlete. You know what I mean? So,
but that's why this is why you guys have this platform. Like, this is why you amplify it, because you guys can set straight anything and everything that's said about you that is not true.
Yeah. But I mean, you don't want to. I'm not going. If it's not true, like, it's not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For what?
You know what I mean?
But they know. They think they know what you go through.
Right.
Of course they think they.
Yeah.
Right, and they think we live in a time where everybody feels like their opinion is the opinion.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
For you guys, I love the fact that you guys have a closed down vacuum. Like, I don't need to deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
But those people also are the people who show up at PBA and yell from the rafters, whether it's good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm impressed by the number of people who show up and yell positively every home game.
Yeah, especially little kids, man.
Right?
I ain't gonna lie.
They make it like when they came back. We went like got shut up after the game, after our last game, and it was just a bunch of kids out there just wanting to take
doing
pictures.
that.
You know what I mean?
It's like crazy. Like, understanding that they really like love us and look up to us. And I don't know if she listening right now, but shout out Brenda. Brenda is like my number one fan. She
shows up.
She shows up. I seen her first time I met her was at Walmart. She ran up to me, hugged me, told me this was like in the summer. Told me she had her tickets. Talked for a little bit. Then I see her at High V, probably a month or so ago, and then see her at a game in the stands. I made sure she got a beanie, made sure that she had some gear or whatever. And then same night we saw the kids. She was actually out there waiting on me. So shout out her, because little stuff like that, when you struggling as a team, like little stuff like that always, is appreciated and really helps get you through a lot of tough stuff. So
I'm on the side of telling people, listen, if you claim to be a fan, you claim to be a Husker fan. If you are here spewing nonsense, you're not helping. And I think that's kind of my job with this thing, is that sort of conversation happens. What they are not talking about is what you guys are to young people.
yeah,
What the local high school ballers who come to the game hoping to be, the next CJ, the next Kobe. Like they all want to be here. I don't think it should be messed up. I don't think I think it's understated that for the stuff that you guys do. How will you go through the week now with no game on Saturday? What's the schedule? What does that do to your schedule?
I think we got off tomorrow.
Yeah,
right?
we got off tomorrow.
Off day tomorrow. Hopefully a little recharge or whatever.
What's the recharge for you?
What's the recharge?
Yeah, for you. Like when you
what
say
do
I need to recharge.
What do I do?
Yeah, what does that mean to you?
I mean, I wouldn't say I need a recharge. I just say that because that's
Get a
what
break,
that's
yeah.
what it can be for some people.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm probably gonna meditate for sure.
Are you guys gamers? You
Nah, not at all.
I ain't got no system.
Nah,
I want one.
I never played a video game ever.
I used to when I was
Like,
younger, but once
like-
I got to
CJ's an alien. You
I've-
realize
like,
CJ
but
CJ's
this
an
is the thing, though,
alien.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I never, but I played Madden a little bit, but I've
Yeah.
never had a console. Like
Right.
my brothers have, like, but I've never had a video game. I've never sat down. and played video games.
You may be the like I don't know how many people but most of the athletes come in here, they're gamers.
Yeah, nah, I can't. I
Like I'm not a gamer. I
I
got other stuff to do in my
probably-
life. But
I stopped probably. I don't even know. Honestly, I think when the PS4 came out, so whenever that was, that's when I stopped because I never got the PS4. I just had the PS3, and so once PS4 came out, it was like
I'm done.
I'm like I ain't even want it. Like my friends, I have it if I go to their house, whatever. But like high school, I was like, no, I'm cool. Like I don't know. I don't even know why.
I do want to like CJ. What's the downtime for you? Aside from singing and recording an album that you're
You
going to
talking about
release and
singing.
make.
He probably gonna make about 3 TikToks. And if he don't make the TikToks, he gonna be doing the TikTok dances
Yeah.
for sure in his crib.
I don't even make TikToks for real.
He just do the
I just
dances,
do the dances just,
randomly.
Yeah, randomly. But shoot, what my downtime look like?
The same as
Chilling.
what I just said.
My girl got me a record
Got
player.
that vinyl.
Oh,
So I play some vinyl.
oh.
I
So
watch
what's in the
movies.
collection? What's in the collection?
I just got it. So I got some Al Green. I got a Biggie Deluxe album. That's all I really got right
Like
now.
you hit both ends of the spectrum hard.
Facts.
Yeah.
I mean,
Facts.
look, man. That's
CJ
I be
hip to
chilling.
the music stuff,
Yeah,
yo.
I
for
be
real.
chilling though.
But what do you listen? So when you seek out music, what do you listen to? What are you
Just-
seeking out?
Anything really. I listen to a lot of different stuff. Like I'm a big R&B guy though.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
yeah, because
And
it's
before-
just like vibe. Anything that's just a vibe. It could be rap music that's just I could just chill to. Like,
So before a game, now, what do you pump?
shoot, I'll play anything. I'll play. It
R&B.
depends on how I'm feeling. Like I'll range from like Pop Smoke to like Louis Armstrong.
That's a fact. I can attest to that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's the only one on the team that's rolling. Louis.
Louis Armstrong.
Satchmo's serious.
Nah.
Go down
Hey.
Moses. That's my song. I
Yeah,
play that for her again.
yeah.
What's
Yeah.
it called? Erica Badu.
Yeah.
Erica.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 See,
Yeah,
that's,
it's a vibe.
that's the
That's the
pregame.
thing though, like it's crazy like how similar we are. Like we obviously connected early this past summer or whatever, but like talking to each other, like we start realizing, dang, you don't play video games either?
Yeah.
Man, I ain't play video games. Like little
Yeah.
stuff like that. It's like I don't like it's just
Word.
weird. Like it's like weird how that
You're both
happens.
old souls.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
You're both old souls, and this will, this is how this plays out. We'll throw it to break. When we come back, I want to ask y'all about the return of Trey because I think that's
So For
That-
sure.
T2.
right, watching,
Shout out T2.
right, watching what that
That boy in
was.
the house right now.
Oh,
But we gonna holler at him. For sure.
well, yeah, one of those. You got to get them dudes to call in. So you're listening to The Truth on 93.7 The Ticket.
Now what do? Football is over. The weather's crappy. Man, I tell you what, it's a perfect time to go car shopping. This is Carl from Price Right Auto. Come out to Price Right in West Elm and you'll find over 100 great vehicles at some great prices. With our non-commissioned sales process, we let you control the sale. We won't let you get a lemon since we back every one of our vehicles with our Peace of Mind 3-month warranty. If you want a hassle-free car buying experience, check out our website, PriceRightAuto.com. Come see a great selection of affordable used cars on West O Street at Price Right Auto.
Old School with DP and J.
I always try to tell athletes, be where your cleats are, be in the moment, play by play, possession by possession. That's what Nebraska's women's team does so well. That's why nothing changes. It doesn't matter who's in the game. With the men, that's if they took a little bit of more of that mentality, you would see it. And they've shown games that they've done it. I've seen you do it against, other teams and kind of give the game away. You've seen it on the NC State, play in the moment, continue to play, but then you see the complete opposite.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, Dad, your prescription will be ready in just a minute. Hey, Dad, your laundry will be ready in just a minute. Dad, your lunch will be ready in just a minute.
Hey, honey, why don't you take a minute? When you help care for a loved one, you give them as much time as you can, making sure they're safe and comfortable. But it's just as important that you take some time for yourself. At AARP, we can help with information and useful tips on how you can maintain a healthy life balance, care for your own physical and mental well-being, and manage the challenges of caring for a loved one. Because the better care you take of yourself, the better care you can provide for your loved one.
Thanks, Dad.
Thank you. You're there for them. We're here for you. Find free care guides to support you and your loved one at aarp.org/caregiving. That's aarp.org/caregiving. A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
As an 18-year-old, I let my mistakes kind of take over my life. I was 0.5 credits away from completing high school, and I didn't do it.
10 years later, at age 28, Jackie finished her high school diploma.
When I found out that I was pregnant, I know that I had to do something for myself if I wanted to make her a better person and provide a better life for her. My family never stopped pushing for me to be better because they knew what I could become and who I could become as a person. My support team is amazing. The educational director, my sister, and even my 7-year-old daughter has just been more than the support that I could ask for. I've been given an opportunity, and I'm just thankful for it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Now back to The Truth with Kobe Webster and CJ Wiltshire on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Oh man, it's wild. Welcome back to The Truth. 93.7 The Ticket, 402-464-5685. Starter Heyman text line, Honda Lincoln hotline. You can reach out to the fellas if you got something on your mind. You got a question for them. You got some thoughts you want to share. It's CJ Wiltshire and Kobe Webster.
I got a thought I want to share. These fries and these chicken tenders, crazy.
It's just you're having a good time over there.
I did my thing with these.
Well, and then next week,
you ate a fry. Hungry.
The fry was wet and cold.
Yeah, we want to thank the folks from Canopy Market for hooking y'all up. Right,
Facts.
You can go through
That's
and do
good.
that. They take care of all of our student athletes.
Yeah.
So it's greatly
Shout out
appreciated.
my boy Chris. I don't know if he's listening.
Yeah.
He said he'd be listening.
Yeah.
But Chris work at Canopy Market. That's my guy.
Chris is live.
Shout out.
Chris is live.
You know Chris?
Me and Chris hit it up every time I go in there.
Yeah. Chris, my dog.
Chris is legit, and then Dan, of course, who.
But back to this comment, bro, CJ, bro, the fries came from home, bro. I had to get them out the oven.
Who made the fries?
Me.
You made the fries. What did you do to the fries that make them so nice?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. This was out of
so nice.
So nice.
These are the frozen joints, but I put the seasoning on there.
What seasoning are you using?
Some lemon pepper and some seasoned salt.
Okay. All right.
And I did make my own sauce though. This sauce.
What homemade? It was homemade sauce. Homemade?
Kinda.
What you mean, kinda?
It was
Like
like
you bought it at a Hy-Vee.
I bought barbecue and then I bought some other stuff and some other stuff and put it all together. So they made the ingredients.
It's his
I
sauce.
made the sauce.
It's his sauce.
They just made the ingredients.
See, that's okay. That's okay. Now, how often do you cook?
I try to cook as often as I can. I love to cook. It's like very peaceful for me.
What's your jam? Like you need to.
Oh, steak.
How? Talk to me.
What's
the prep?
What's the prep?
What's the prep?
Well, you gotta let it marinate.
Okay.
You feel me? That you can
dry
season.
rub or now? What you know?
I usually let it marinate in some sort of sauce.
Okay.
And then once I get it out the sauce, when it's time to cook, then I throw the seasonings on there and then let it. I like doing it on the grill.
Okay.
Because on the stove it'd be kind of tough to.
Well, there are people in the South that will tell you
that you can do it. I've done it.
You get the old black pan. Those are butter sear.
Oh yeah,
sear.
No, for sure, for sure.
You said that butter sear.
Funny. CJ can attest. You can attest to my steak though.
Nah, you cook for sure.
That steak on the grill.
Does he cook for you?
I've come over and eat.
Okay.
Well, we had tacos. That ain't.
No, we had the burger too.
Oh, the burger was busting.
Yeah.
Burger was fire.
So that's the next level. Cooking with Kobe.
For sure.
See, we get CJ over there narrating. And
we're gonna have a whole YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I mean,
CJ can cook too. Though.
Yeah, I was finna say.
No, CJ cook too.
Yeah, I cook too, but I don't cook as much as him though.
What's your jam? What's the thing that mom and pop taught you? What's like?
I for real don't got a jam. I just like, hey, dang, I could cook this. I want this. I just cook it one day or something like that. But I usually cook with my girl though. Like we cook a lot.
Okay.
Most of the time when she come out here, we cook. So.
Okay. All right. I'm trying to figure with that. That big, buffet y'all got down there.
You like
that what? Turning tables?
All that food y'all get down at the table.
I mean, we was just on break though. So Trent
I'm about to say Trent was closed, so we had.
So you guys did you guys go home? For Christmas
yeah. And I went home again too. We played Rutgers. So
you was at the crib. I was at the crib with CJ.
Word, he was there. He was at my house.
I was at home.
I went and watched my little brother play.
Yeah.
How's he doing?
He's good. He just
that boy top 10. Don't
top 10 now.
What? Give the scouting report on your brother.
He do everything. Everything.
You can't.
Every like literally anything you think of. Like
you can't. He literally had what was the game you showed me? He had like 16 and 15 or something like that.
Yeah, he had
7 boards.
Just hanging out.
Yeah, just chilling
on some cool stuff.
Yeah,
with a mask around his chin.
Yes.
No mask on his face, mask around his chin. Not playing with y'all.
just being a rebel.
Yeah, not playing.
So the return, the news last week, according before we made new news. What was? No, we'll talk about that in the close. I'll set it. Look, I'll set it right because I have no. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and get this.
No, we good. Come on.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about Trey.
So the return of Trey. Like, first of all, you guys been watching his battle. Like, this dude's been grinding to get back.
He's been working, man.
Right? I mean, what's that like? I mean, that's the leader, right?
Yeah, that's a dog right there. That's
what does he bring back? What does he bring when he since he came back?
I think we've seen it against IU.
Energy. Yes, we
defensively, like, and obviously he was so geeked to get back, he was gonna do whatever.
Word.
Like he was running around like I'm like this dude. Yeah,
it looked like he was in better shape last night than it was start of season.
Yeah, my boy Kirk got him right.
Kirk got him right. He been
my boy
working.
Kirk got him right.
Trey been working. Yeah,
right. Like I saw some of the videos. Like, hey, what is going on here?
For sure. Yeah, he been working. He been working for sure. So now I'm happy for dude, bro. He been grinding because we see it. You feel me? And that first, I think I said this the other day. That first shot he took, I told him I was like, shot like because I've seen you doing this for 2 months now. Like you stepping into a shot on the wing. This is nothing. And so I'm happy for him though.
Word
up. How important is it for Bryce to have Trey there?
I think it's big. I think, him going down in the third, fourth game, whatever it was, that was obviously a big reason that Bryce, wanted to come here. And they haven't played together ever. So it's like having the opportunity was great, and then to see him go down, it's like, man, like I still don't get to play. Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
And so
Dang, I didn't even think of that. That's crazy. It was like that.
yeah, it's like
Like, all in all.
I still don't get to play.
Play,
Like,
yeah, word.
and so
yeah.
now I think, and I think for Bryce, he sees the energy, he sees the, everything that Trey brings, and I think, that's just a positive sort of I guess a role model in terms of, what Bryce can do on the floor. It gives him, I think, some confidence to be like, all right, bet I got, we obviously are close with Bryce, but like having your blood brother, that's a whole different.
Having your big brother there
It's
matters,
a whole
man.
different story. So I think, that's just giving him even more confidence and some swagger, and I think he's just obviously happy to have him back.
You're at that point of the schedule, and I thought Ohio State was going to be big, like, because they're not a monster to you.
Mm-hmm.
So the way the last one finished, it goes into overtime, and you guys battle and you battle and you battle. Now you have to kind of switch and look forward. What's going to be the definition of success for you guys going forward? Like, how are you going to, if somebody says we had a successful second half of the season, what would that mean?
Get some dubs.
Facts.
Is it just getting the one so the faucet turns on and
dubs,
right?
Yeah, plural.
Right.
Not,
that one, I think the one gets over the hump. And Coach has said himself, if we had gotten the one, like he said, if we got the one in NC State, this entire season's different, and I agree with it.
Yeah.
Like, I absolutely agree with that. If you get Ohio State, from that point, it would be changed because, one, you guys know how to finish.
Yeah.
We say as coaches, the toughest thing in all sports is to learn how to finish. And it's not.
And that's what we're facing right now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not a hump we can't get over. You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely not.
Like, we control that. I mean, we just got to believe. I think it's more so just a mentality from a mentality standpoint. Just like, we got to understand that we own it. Like, we control what goes on in terms of like our energy and our effort. You know what I mean? Like, that gives us the best shot at winning. You know what I mean? Because when it comes down to a game, if we're locked in and free throws in practice and stuff like that, we knock those shots down in the game. You know what I mean? Including myself. Like, you know what I mean? I think that part bleeds over. You know what I mean? Like, we control that. So I think just started from us understanding that part. You know what I mean? Like, instead of pointing the finger, because sometimes we do that.
Well, but this is why I say this. I see the maturity happening. Like, I see the progression, the mental progression. Mm-hmm. The physical stuff, look, you guys are all on the same level. It's the mental stuff that evolves. And as you guys get comfortable, and I said this the other day, I said, you guys are still learning each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like, you guys are still learning each other. There are going to be times in the Big Ten when you two are on the floor. There are going to be times in the Big Ten where it's Trey and Bryce that have to carry and make the plays down the stretch. There are going to be days in the Big Ten where it has to be Eduardo and it has to be Derek. That's going to happen. As you guys figure out who those people are, and when those situations exist, I think the season can turn for you. And I don't think it's, I don't think it's that far off. What are the conversations? You guys talk to both of you guys talk to your folks a lot. So what kind of supportive conversation? What are those conversations that, like, after a game?
All positivity.
Right?
Always.
Right? Like, they understand. They watch the game. They all know the game, right? They know what the expectations are.
And they also know, like, at least I can speak for my parents, and I'm pretty sure it's the same for co-parents, but, like, they also know, like, being negative and having...
They don't do nothing.
They don't do nothing for us specifically, you know what I mean? Like, that kind of just put us in a negative state sometimes, and, like, we believe everything our parents say, you know what I mean? So it's like, dang, that's how you feel, and that's true, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
And I'm like, dang, you know what I mean?
Well, they got you.
So you know what I mean? They don't really... They of course, they speak basketball. Like, my parents speak basketball to me and stuff like that. It's never like anything fake, but you know what I mean? For the most part, it's always positive
stuff. It's usually, like she just said, it's usually just, control the controllables.
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
Well, yeah. That is such a high level sports thing.
That's all you can do.
Through that. So then the next question becomes, for you, as you're a veteran. You may have. Is there anybody that's played more college games than you have?
Nope.
Right, like that. You put in.
Well, probably so.
I don't think so. I don't know, but
Do you think
I know
about
you
the
played
numbers?
college.
Right? Do
Huh?
you think about the numbers?
Like just as much, maybe.
Like, do you think? Look, I got 1,400. And that's not even that's not a negative.
nah,
That is
I
a
feel
thing.
you.
Look, that
I
is persistence. That is being consistent. That is being effective.
Yeah.
Like, that's a thing to be proud of. That's not ego.
Yeah,
That's
I would
a
say
thing.
it's more something to just be proud of. I don't really get caught up in all that, like trying to compare numbers or
No, you don't have to compare them.
yeah, or just I mean, even thinking about it, like I didn't even know I had 1,400 points till
I told you that.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think he like one of the
One of the
commentators that
comments
said
referenced it,
it.
and I said it
Yeah,
to him,
he
yeah.
said, "Dang, I didn't know you had 14." I was
Yeah.
like, I ain't even. I'd just be out there, you feel me, hooping. But that's just it's just something that's just there. That's just what it is, 1,400. It's a lot of buckets, though.
It's a lot of buckets, though.
It's a lot of buckets, boy.
No, I'm fascinated by that because
Yeah.
that sort of longevity in college basketball. Now, this is a one and done. Hey, let me go get mine sort of space. But you have to care about this to put in this kind of work.
Oh yeah,
Like-
yeah. I mean, I forget who I was telling. We was talking about classes and stuff like that, and the conversation got brought up. It was like it's so weird to think about. Like a couple years ago, I was really going to class, and now everything's online, and it's just whatever. And I was thinking about, like the schedule I had when I was at Western. Like I had class 11, 1, and 2. Then I got practice at 3:30. I wake up at 8 o'clock. I'm at the gym by 9. I shoot from 9:15 to 10:15. So for an hour, I'm on the gun before a lot of my teammates probably even woke up. And then I go to class. And then I do my best to get to the gym early because we got practice at 3:34. And I'm probably shooting 30 minutes before practice. And then I'm in practice for 2.5 hours. And that was just my schedule. So it's like I don't know nobody that's just doing that just because. Like, yeah,
because you hear an analyst say, "Well, today's player doesn't care about the games as much as we did back in the day." That's crazy. Because
it's like I wouldn't.
Nah, I
be
think
doing-
that's all due respect, DP. Kind of like how a lot of old heads view things. Like I think it's hard for a lot of people to embrace evolution. Like things change,
Yeah.
like players change, and like a lot of players really don't have to physically like go as like hard, or it looks like they're not going as hard because they're so skilled. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's
nah,
like
facts.
So it's like he don't really care about it. But now also too, you could also sense a player's body language and be like, yeah, he's not in tune. Like we would never do that. But that's always
That's
there.
always
you know
funny.
what I mean? That's always there. But like at the end of the day, there's things have changed. You know what I mean? Like I'm about to name probably the best player in the world, Kevin Durant.
Right.
But like
It's
it look
smooth.
easy to him.
It's
like
smooth.
you know what I mean? Like or
It's smooth.
LeBron, like it still look easy to him. He's 37, so it's like not just name 2 of the best players in the world probably
Yeah.
ever to play the game, but just to use that example, like that's how a lot of players are that talented. A lot of players are talented enough to where like their effort looks effortless.
It look like
But that's
chilling.
the mastery.
They
Yeah.
give you 50.
That's the mastery. Like that's the mastery. Is that you know what?
Yeah,
I'm comfortable in my movement. I know how to do this.
I'm
I've
comfortable with
worked
myself. Where
I've worked
50, no sweat.
on. Light it up. All right.
Durant is showing up ashy to games. My
Yeah.
boy's 50.
Well, I am going to ask you guys your 5. Your 5.
like a starting 5 or top 5 ever.
Like if you could put together, we can do both. You can put together your dream team, or you can put together the best ever.
Dream team. Steph, Kobe, KD, Bron, and Shaq.
Okay. CJ?
I just want somebody to name a 5 that's beating that team.
LeBron.
Okay.
At the 1?
We doing it in order.
I did mine. You feel me?
Shoot, you just need somebody to bring the ball to court. Respectfully.
With them dudes, yeah.
Word. LeBron. I'm gonna go MJ.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Cole.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Kate. I'm gonna go.
Who's you about to say?
I'm gonna go Dirk.
Okay.
And Kareem Olajuwon. This dream team, like
that's
not
tough.
my top 5 all time.
Well,
just like a team
we'll toward the break. When we toward the break, we come back. You give your top 5.
My team.
You give your top 5.
All right, bet.
Give
Top
your
5
top
ever?
5. Yeah, we'll have to do that. So, all right. We'll throw the break. You listen to The Truth on 93.7 The Ticket.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric ensures our home and office HVAC systems run smoothly throughout the year to provide maximum comfort and convenience. Routine maintenance reduced our operating costs just by improving the efficiency of our unit. Consider a maintenance agreement to ensure you too receive priority for services and scheduling. This helps meet manufacturer warranty requirements. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
And now a limerick from the world of Yum.
There once was a man in a bind. He's got the best wife in all mankind. And with Valentine's Day not that far away, he needs the greatest gift he can find. Jewelry can be hit or miss, and that vacuum was quickly dismissed. Flowers, they die. Homemade, don't be that guy. But what about that bakery in Beatrice? Liqueur cakes, you'll eat every crumb. Fruit cakes made with brandy, bourbon, and rum. And those chocolate cake squares. Do I have to drive you there? Get yourself to the world of Yum.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
I'm Jenny Benson, president of the NSCA, and I'm asking for your help. We know the best learning for our kids happens when they are in classrooms, in person, with their classmates and teachers. To help keep our public schools open for in-person learning, please follow health and safety guidelines from medical experts. Working together, our students continue to learn, grow, and thrive.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association in this station.
The Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council present the story of Cynthia and Ed.
My mother was always very active and independent, and she was familiar with her neighborhood. But one day, out of the blue, she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual. And she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn or just stay at the stop sign. She wasn't even really sure where she was at. She was very concerned. It was very unsettling for her.
It's important for you to talk to someone about it, to bring the family in on it. I felt so much better after my son told me, Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you and we'll figure it out.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Hey, Dad, how do airplanes fly? What's in this box? Can I touch this? Where does sand come from? Is this tree good for climbing? What happens if I mix these two things together? How are babies made? What does this thing do?
Kids are curious about everything, including guns. Talking to them about gun safety in your home is a good first step, but you can do more. Always keep your guns locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition. Storing your guns securely is the best way to prevent family fire, including unintentional shootings. For more information on safe gun storage and ways to keep your family safe, visit endfamilyfire.org. That's endfamilyfire.org.
What do we keep in the attic? What's this thing called? Can I ride my bike backwards?
Like I said, kids are curious. It's up to us to keep them safe. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
Now back to The Truth with Kobe Webster and CJ Wiltshire on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Final segment of The Truth. What's the buzz? Buzzy Carruthers is up next, so stay tuned, stay locked in. We'll have more conversations.
What the buzz?
What's the buzz?
Oh, what's the buzz? Okay.
What's the buzz?
CJ funny boy.
What is the buzz?
Buzzer.
What is the buzz? So you gave your dream team. Now give me your 5 best. Your 5 best players.
You go ahead.
We already kind of had this discussion. It's gonna be some people mad, but there's gonna be some people mad. But
It's your 5. They
Yes.
can't be mad about your
this
truth.
my 5 ever.
This is your truth.
ever. This is actually tough. Kobe, Jordan, Bron. Them 3 is like you throw them wherever.
Yeah.
Top 3, whatever.
Yeah.
This is tough. Shaq in there. Dang, bro. I don't even know. Tim Duncan might be in there.
Top 5 all time?
Tim Duncan different, boy.
The big fundamental.
I mean, it's a lot of pieces that can be interchanged. Like, you got Larry Bird, you got Magic, you got.
Let me go.
Steph in the top 10 too.
Look at CJ Steph.
Go ahead. What you got?
LeBron.
Okay.
Kevin Durant.
Okay.
Kobe Bryant.
Okay.
KD has surpassed Kobe Bryant.
We doing it in order?
No, okay.
no, it's just your
okay.
five.
I was just making sure.
Okay.
I'm glad you said that.
Michael Jordan.
Okay.
And that 5th one kind of hard for me, but I'm gonna throw a big in there.
That's why I threw Shaq in there.
And I'm gonna go Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille. I was gonna put KD in mine, but I didn't know if that
KD
was
is for sure show top 5.
I didn't know if that was too young of a perspective.
Nah, he 30. What, he 33 now?
I'm talking about like it's not a lot of old heads putting KD in there.
No.
That's what.
Yeah, I wouldn't put KD.
Yeah, that's why.
You want to put KD in your top 5?
KD
He's
different.
7'11",
right? But
and does everything anybody.
Buddy 8 feet tall doing what Steph Curry does.
Right.
And he shoot the mid range.
There's no disrespect because he's a DMV kid. He's from home, so I'm never gonna really, top 10, absolutely. But I also have old man brain, so you got to remember.
So who your top
that
5?
that the greatest offensive player to ever exist is not Kevin Durant. The most unstoppable move in basketball history is the sky hook. Kareem put up buckets at a level that nobody has matched. Period. And he did it in a tough time where guys were physical, where he had bangers who leaned on him for this sort of thing. Kareem was serious. Now, I'm also in the space that I saw Wilt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm old.
Hey,
That's okay.
get CJ out of here.
Right?
Man.
He just hit me hard, right?
Wow, he took my
He hit me hard, right? He hit me hard. Look, I can't help. It's a blessing everybody don't get.
Hey,
so
if you're not getting old, you dead.
Right. So
wow.
That Wilt could have been the best volleyball player in the world. He could have been the fastest sprinter in the world.
Yeah, he was.
Wilt was such a unique athlete, but dude put up 100. I don't care if you went down to YMCA today, putting up 100 is work. Is work. Dude averaged 50 a game. He averaged 50 a game for a season.
Played against a bunch of big guys.
No, that's a lie, and that's a story. That's a wow.
Why is he throwing
CJ
hella
is
shots,
just. What is wrong? You mad at breakfast? What is going? What is happening here? That is terrible.
I was like,
that is terrible.
That was just out of pocket, TJ.
He's throwing crazy shots at everybody.
That was tough.
I'm waiting on whatever you feel. What you?
But he played against a bunch of.
Here's the thing.
He did against a bunch of Kobe's.
No, he did not.
Wow.
You understand? He didn't have any days off.
Say something about my French fry.
He didn't play against the number 28 center. He didn't play against number 20 center. He played against the 12 greatest big men in the world every night. Every night.
You say he played against the what?
The 12 greatest big men in the world. He didn't have a Minnesota Timberwolves or a bad LA Clippers or an awful dude from some country we don't know. He had to go to work. When you're talking about his day off was Bob Lanier, who was 6'11", 270 pounds of monster. Like, he had to go against Elvin Hayes. Elvin Hayes was a problem. 6'11", played the wing, was the first big man. All the stuff that KD doing now, go look at Elvin Hayes clips. Elvin Hayes was doing it in the 60s. In the 60s.
I don't know if he was doing it as efficiently.
Oh yeah, he was.
Not at 72%.
Look.
Then not at 51.
Look, in the do not touch me game, where you can't lean on a dude. They'd have put KD in the second row.
You literally can't lean on dudes because dudes are too skilled.
That's
So you lean on KD, he gonna spin
that's
off
so
what?
funny. That's so funny.
Spin off baseline dunk.
Do me a favor before you guys come back next week. Ask your dads for their top 5. Can you guys do that?
My dad top 5 gonna sound like.
Can you?
mine.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, whatever it is, I want to know what it is.
For sure.
All right.
His gonna be similar. For sure.
Look, man, you got a day off. Go chill. Go enjoy yourselves. You know
meditate.
You home when you get here.
Yes, sir.
All right. Stay tuned. Buzzy Carruthers. What's the buzz? Up next on 927 The Ticket.
Buzzer.